Sorry for not posting last week. I was sick and I didn't want to sound like horse shit. And sorry for posting this so late to where it's Monday now. I just didn't feel like recording, but now I'm feeling a whole lot better. Also, I was nearly throwing up last night as well, so I couldn't really record. And recording during the day is kind of hard too, cause my parents don't know I have this channel. But anyways, welcome back to the channel, guys. Sorry for all the delay for the past 2 weeks. But I got something special for you. I never mentioned this figure, nor did I have this figure. I ordered this recently. This came in 2 days, surprisingly. And I'm very happy about that. As you can see, this is a knockoff. A bootleg. Yeah, a bootleg. Rvoltech Yamaguchi Carnage. Okay, that sounded fucking terrible, but you get the point. It's Carnage, and he looks fucking awesome. We all know it. The bootlegs are awesome. The actual figure is awesome. This figure is fucking fantastic. The reason for this delay, besides me throwing up, or nearly throwing up, I didn't throw up actually. Also, welcome back to the old box. I'm doing something with the others, so I'm not using that. But I also feel like this is much better for the scenery wise, I guess. But anyways, as I was saying, which I don't even know what I was saying. Oh yeah, besides the delay of me not recording, besides throwing up, is because alright, there was a problem right here in the crotch area. As you can tell, this is loose, but there's a joint right here where it's kind of like Mayfex, or like any other figure. It has a cover piece where it hides the joint and everything, but it was really loose, so it could not really hold up the torso well. So when I get in a crouching position, it would even go lower, considering the legs are pretty loose. But I just added some super glue to that crotch, to the joint itself, the ball joint, and not to the legs yet. And it does better now than before. So yeah, that had time to dry. I was going to review something else for the meantime, but I was like, I'll just do that next week. But anyways, let's get into detail, shall we? So looking at Venom, as you can tell, fucking Carnage, he looks great. He really does look great. Sculpt wise and everything. Some paint here and there are kind of missing out. Like some black is just red, I believe. Right here is a pretty good example. As you can see, they were going to put some black like down underneath, but then I'm guessing they saw the vein right here, and so they just didn't do it. Also, everything is sculpted well. The weapons are sculpted well. Weapons is part of his symbiote look. It looks great, man. It looks great. The head looks great. It looks just like the actual figure. But actually there are no buts. It looks great. It's just like more paint splotch or paint missing and all that. And that's really it. Those are the little problems. But overall, it looks great. I mean, y'all already know that. Just look at it. It looks fucking fantastic. Now, if you do see some differences compared to the real figure, go ahead and just say it. I don't really mind. But I think it looks really close. Like I took pictures. Well, I didn't take pictures just yet, but I took like in-hand photos, and I sent some to my cousin, and he was like, "Yo, that's a knockoff. That shit looks awesome." And I'm like, "Oh hell yeah!" But it is a hassle in hand. But yeah, this is a great figure, honestly. That is a clicky ass joint. I don't really want to go over articulation all that much, but to clarify how much does he crunch for a bootleg, here he is crunching that much. It's quite a lot. And toe joints and all that. So yeah, looks great. Someone's texting me right now. What? Why? I'm recording, and it's 1 a.m. Why was? Actually, never mind. But anyways, as I'm saying, sculpt wise, everything's great. Now, accessories. Well, I was talking about articulation, wasn't I? So I'm gonna warn y'all real quick, you can't really use the thigh cut, so I do not recommend actually using that in case it breaks or anything. And I do suggest using super glue for this joint down here, because you can pull this figure apart. So I'm just gonna warn y'all right now, do not use the thigh cut. You don't really need it because of the legs, they're really weird. This costs like 38 bucks, so nearly $40, but at least it's still less than the actual figure, and it's also close enough to the actual figure, so it feels like you don't really need the actual figure. But if you still want the actual figure just to play it safe, you know, go ahead, because not all bootlegs are the same. Anyways, now accessories, as this person continuously keeps texting me. So you have some eyeballs, you know. This is like one squinty one, this one's wide, so you get some weird look. And then you get these other eyeballs, which is more, not squinty, but you know, it squints a little bit more than those on the actual head. Actually, I do think I swapped them out. I'm not fully sure. And to get the eyeballs off, you can either pull it off with your nails, or you can use this tool right here. I don't know if you're supposed to use this side or this side. This side is for the joints, which let me explain. This is another accessory, I'll talk about this next. But let me explain how you can take the joints out of the hands, because they will get stuck to the wrist or into, you know, this or his back. So you want to get those out. You get this tool, go right here, kind of underneath, and then you kind of pull. But, you know, you also have to be careful with the joints, because these things are small and they will fly out if you're too I don't know, too rough with it, I guess, you know. But overall, just make sure you're very careful with this, because this tool will break. It hasn't broken on me, obviously, but I don't use this much. I just pull it out with my fingers, but that also hurts. So if you don't want your fingers to hurt, just use this tool. Now this is for connecting weapons together, which here's this, like, this isn't an actual weapon by itself. I did connect the joints. So for example, I'll use this, you know. So also, if you're wondering what's wrong with this joint, I don't know. I seriously don't know. They just colored it red and then just gave it to me. I'm like, oh, okay. So as you can see, you can put weapons together. Now you can make a pincher, an axe, or you can make double-edged swords, you know, this shit. And I do like it, and I'll show you. Look, see the joint? Yeah. You're gonna want to use a tool, especially since it's like this. Use a tool, aim it at the ground. Aim it at the ground, and then let it go. Oh, wait, that didn't work. There we go. And it'll bounce off the ground, but you can still see it, so it's much more safer than, you know, just doing this. I'm gonna leave this on and then do that, because see, it launches all the way in the back. So I want to give examples like that for your own safety. Well, not your safety, but you know, you don't want to lose stuff considering how much this is. But yeah, let me put this joint back in here. Just give me a second. So yeah, he has those. He comes with these edge swords, you know. These are awesome, but I do like making the axe more. I don't know why, it feels more fitting. And as you can tell, he has tendrils, and he comes with these tendrils, 4 of them, which they do look really nice. You know, the black at the tip, and then they're very sharp, very symbiote-like. Yeah, miniature ones, the same thing, basically, less symbiote type-esque. These are just more like smooth in a way, rather than I don't know, with texture. But then you have these, which are literally pretty much a combination of them both, but it's also missing black as well as the first one. So yeah. Then he comes with these spears. I don't know if this one's supposed to come with the joint. Here, let me, because it doesn't, but this one does. I don't know why that's the case, but to use these, you can either put it on his back, you can put it another accessory, this right here. Yeah, these are supposed to make things longer, I guess. So as you can tell, this thing, which could be used as a spear type thing, you know, this is made by itself. It's forged by itself. You know, you can plug it into his hands, but I plugged it into his back specifically for this video. as you can tell from the joint. But these are supposed to make things longer, and as you can tell, it's working out great. I just want to clarify that real quick. Let's see if I can get them stand. There we go. But yeah, you can plug these into those, you know, make spear-like things, or you can plug them into his. You can kind of make this into a wall-crawling hand if Carnage crawls, and then, you know, just splurt that out from his hand. And yeah, I don't know what else you would use that for. Now moving on to hands, you know, he has this splayed out hands, wall-crawling hands. I do want to question though, not question, but tell you that you can see through these hands through the hole. So right now I can see light through this. You can't on camera, but yeah, those will take the joints out as well, but it will also not make the accessory fit in as well. He does come with fists, and he also comes with holes in the fist right here on the side. So I guess if you want to make your own Carnage webs, you know, your custom webs, or just out of these things, you can use that. And then he comes with this not relaxed hand, not gripping hand. I'm not sure what this is, but you know, he has the sharp fingernails, which the other one's on there. And as you can tell, I keep the joints in the hands. And then finally he comes with a stand and then a clip. So yeah, they work well. Just make sure you screw it in to make it tighter. Now, Jesus Christ, that was a lot of accessories, wasn't it? Man, y'all are going to have fun with this figure if you buy it. How well does he stand with Legends? Alright, so originally this video was going to be mainly about a Wolverine figure, but for now, as you can tell from the claws, it's a specific Wolverine figure. But here he is standing next to the X-Force Wolverine with the Bootleg Kaiyodo Yamaguchi Rvoltech Wolverine claws, and the new latest Marvel Legends Wolverine. As you can tell, he is taller than both of them. Next up, here he is next to Black Panther, and the stand falls. Okay, if I can get Black Panther to stand. Okay, as well as the City Hunter Predator, and he's shorter than the Predator. I think he's a little bit shorter than Black Panther, which the Black Panther is also on the Vulcan body. Just want to clarify that. Here he is next to Thanos, and here he is next with his daddy, Venom, but the bootleg Mayfix Venom. I don't know why I put him kind of up front, but yeah, this Venom is just short. I just want to clarify that. So he won't fit in with the Mayfix Venom. But I guess what he could fit in is the Marvel Legends and Marvel Select Venom, which are two tall Venoms, nearly the same height, but the Marvel Select Venom is taller. Next up, here he is next to the bootleg Mayfix Deadpool and the Marvel Legends Old Man Logan Wolverine, or you know, that 2-pack with Hawkeye. Then here he is next to, give me a second, I didn't realize he wasn't just standing normally. Okay, here we go. Here he is next to the Inosuke Hashir something, which is like 5 inches tall. And then here he is next to the Rider Series Punisher. Next up, here he is with an actual Rvoltech figure, the Rvoltech Wolverine. I mean, fucking Wolverine. Joker. And the next up review worthy action figure, the bootleg Kaiyodo Yamaguchi Rvoltech Wolverine. And yes, that's a custom cigar. I made it myself. I painted it myself. You know, I think it looks alright. And finally, ending it off with the two best action figures in my collection. The Marvel Legends Retro Wave Symbiote Spider-Man. And then the, keep forgetting it, Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. And yeah, that's it. Next week, I promise next week, it will be the Bootleg Rvoltech Kaiyodo Yamaguchi Wolverine. And I don't know what's going to happen after that week. But thank y'all so much for watching. This was a lot, especially with the accessories and everything. But I do hope you did enjoy this review. I hope this also informed you, and I also hope you have a great day. Sorry for late everything, but yeah, I'll see you guys like next week, hopefully. And yeah, I got school in the morning. I gotta go sleep. But yeah, I love you all. Take care. Have a good day, night, evening. You know, just have a good life. And enjoy it while it lasts, you know. Just enjoy yourself, even if it's shit. You know, it does get better. I promise you, it does get better. But anyways, yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.